Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel at Future Way Next to World included my favorite destination Canada. Let's start. Today we're going to talk about Canada Visitor Visa New Policy, ends 10-year tourist visa validity Canada Visitor Visa New Updates. Today we're going deep on Canada's visa policy changes. This is a big one, it's been making the rounds. Got an article here called Canada Over Visa Policy Ends 10-Year Tourist Visa Validity. Catchy, very catchy. It really gets to the heart of it because those 10-year visas for tourists, those are a thing of the past, so that's what we're going to dig into today. What is going on that's good, so they kick things off, you know more. Automatic 10-year visas, right? It's a big shift. What happened? Well, basically before, like you said, they were pretty much automatic. You show up and pretty much if you had a clean record and you know a good reason to visit, you'd get the 10-year multiple entry visa, no problem, easy. Now though, immigration officers, they have way more power. They can decide, okay, this person gets a single entry, okay, this person gets a multiple entry but only for like 5 years or even less. Oh wow, it's totally up to them. So it's really like they're looking at each person and like exactly making a judgment call, case by case basis now. Okay, so then the question is why, right? Why the suddenly mess with a good thing, right? Well, the article mentions, you know, Trudeau's government hasn't been having the easiest time. Approval ratings are down. Yeah, I've seen that, and people are really feeling the pinch with like housing costs, cost of living in general just going way up. Makes sense. So naturally immigration becomes a hot topic, right? People start pointing fingers. So what are they saying? Well, you know, some folks are saying, hey, too many people coming into fast, not enough resources to go around, you know, that sort of thing. Interesting. And the government's feeling the pressure to respond. Yeah, I see that. And the article actually quotes the immigration minister Mark Miller. What he have to say? He basically admitted that they maybe should acted a little sooner. Interesting to, you know, get a handle on things, get a handle on all this temporary migration. He's really emphasizing that temporary should mean temporary, right? Makes sense. But I feel like for a lot of people, those 10-year visas, that was like, yeah, okay, I can go whenever I want, right? It was almost like having a permanent thing, yeah, like a little backdoor key. Exactly. So for people who, you know, maybe thinking about visiting Canada or even working there temporarily, right? How does this actually change things for them? Well, for like short trips, probably not a huge difference. Okay, you know, you apply for a visa for your vacation, you go, you come back, it's all good, okay. But let's say you're someone who needs to go back and forth a lot, like a researcher collaborating with the university, or, you know, a consultant working on a long-term project. Right before, they might have gotten a 10-year visa and it would have been smooth sailing. Now they might be limited to the length of each specific project. Okay, so every time they need to go back, they got to reapply, more paperwork, more uncertainty. That sounds like a pain, and it could definitely make Canada less attractive compared to other countries. Yeah, I get that offer like longer term visas, right? That makes a lot of sense. And what about students? Canada has been a huge draw for international students. I know a bunch of people who went there for school. It's a popular destination. But now imagine you're a student from, like, say, Brazil. Okay, you're all set to start a 4-year program. Before, you'd probably get a visa for that whole 4 years. Yeah, you good to go, you're set. But now you might have to reapply every single year. Oh wow, and there's no guarantee you'll get renewed each time. This is so str. Talk about a huge burden for students here. You're just trying to focus on your classes. Exactly. Then you got to worry about your visa. That's a lot. And you mentioned workers earlier. Oh yeah, this is a big one too. Looks a deal there. So think about industries that rely heavily on temporary foreign workers, right? Like tech, healthcare. Okay, a company invest all this time and money training someone, right? They're a valuable asset to the team, and then boom, their visa expires. Oh, will they be able to get it renewed? Who knows? That's a lot of uncertainty. It isn't that uncertainty makes businesses hesitant to hire temporary workers, right? Which could lead to labor shortages in key sectors. Well, so it's not just a little change, no, it's a ripple effect. Yeah, it could have some pretty big consequences. Absolutely. So it's really interesting that, you know, we started with this one article about Canada, yeah, but you mentioned earlier that other countries are making similar moves. It's definitely a global trend. Is it like, are they all copying each other? Or I wouldn't say it's copying, it's more like they're all facing similar pressures. Okay, you know, economic worries, concerns about immigration, right? And they're all kind of reaching the same conclusion. We need more control over who comes and when they come and how long they stay. So it's like they're all trying to manage the flow. Exactly. Managed migration is the name of the game. So we've gone over all the details of what's going on with this visa overhaul in Canada. Yeah, we really drugged up, but the question I think everyone's wondering, is this ultimately a good thing? Is it just a necessary adjustment, or is it a step in the wrong direction? That's the million-dollar question. It is, and I think it's one that, you know, deserves a lot more thought, conversation. Absolutely. So for everyone listening out there, I want you to really think about this. What does this tell us about how countries around the world are dealing with immigration? Yeah, what are the implications? What are the long-term effects? Big questions, lots to ponder. All right, well, thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Yeah, thanks for having me. Keep those brains buzzing. Absolutely. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.